Quake is another game you beat in 2020.
Yeah.
Why did you beat Quake?
When I originally tried to play Quake, I tried to play it on a Mac computer using Wine, which was running DOSBox. Because they didn't have DOSBox for Mac, I don't think, back in 2009. Maybe they did, and I just didn't discover it. Boy, was that a pixelated looking game in DOSBox. And it wasn't until 2017 when I actually built my first computer that I was actually proud of. They had already had a huge list of games that I had bought from Good Old Games by that time. Quake was one of those games I was like, I really need to beat that. Because it's a fantastic game. I think Quake is the Street Fighter 2 of first-person shooters. A lot of people say Doom is. For me personally, I didn't think first-person shooters really turned into what they are today until Quake came out, because that was when the character models and the hallways that you were shooting in were truly 100% 3D. With Doom, it was still 2D. And to be completely honest, I actually prefer the gameplay of Quake more than Doom just because it's faster. There's a lot of wandering around in Doom, and there's not so much in Quake. I actually think that the new Doom games, Doom 2016, and all of the clones that have come after it since then, all the indie Doom clones, play way more at the speed of Quake than they do the original Doom. The Doom 2016 reminds me more of Quake than it does of Doom, just in the way it plays. And that's why I think that Quake was the magnum opus, the Street Fighter 2, the pinnacle of first-person shooters.
What do you think about the enemies in Quake?
Terrifying. Like, it's weird how these low polygon creatures that you can basically make models of using toothpicks and toilet paper rolls can be so scary. But like when you open a door and one of them come out at you and they're like, it's like it's scary. I don't know how they do it, but it is scary. I do think the Quake enemies are scary. The 3D models for the Quake enemies when they moved was very creepy, like unnatural.
Does Quake have a story, or is it just level after level?
It is one of those awesome games where it has a story, but you gotta read the manual.
Oh, okay.
It's set up into hubs, and within those hub worlds there's levels. And if you beat all those levels, you clear that hub world and you go to the next hub world. In between each hub world, there is a little synopsis.
How did you like the weapons you could use?
I think the weapons are the weakest part of Quake. I don't think they're cool, but they've got great sound effects.
And the music?
That's probably, I think, the most disappointing part of Quake, where I think Doom was a lot better at. When you beat a level and Trent Reznor from Nine Inch Nails plays that guitar riff, I love that. That sounds great. I wish there was more of that, because so much of the level is just either thundering bass or just ambient like wind noises. And on top of that, you can't even really buy a version of Quake anymore that comes with Nine Inch Nails soundtrack in the background. You have to mod it in there because of copyright or royalty problems. The final boss of Quake, I had to look up a walkthrough for because it's really ridiculous how you have to defeat him.
Is it with soap?
That would be awesome, like Dusk. No.
Oh.
No.
Never mind.
Oh, you think I'm talking about Dusk the whole time, don't you? That is so funny. You cannot edit that out. The whole time I'm talking about Quake, you think I'm talking about Dusk. That is hilarious.
Okay, tell me about the final boss.
Well, you have to teleport inside of it while the bomb is floating through it. Like when the bomb is going through, I think it's called it's like named after some creature from H.P. Lovecraft. I think it's like Shigagorath or something like that. But you have to wait till this spiky ball goes through it, which I thought was just a graphical glitch. But no, you're supposed to wait till the spiky ball goes through the creature and then jump into a teleport they have set up for you. And for some weird reason, the teleport that you jump through will spawn you right into the creature's belly. And if you do that right when the spiky ball goes through the Shigagorath or whatever it's called, then the creature explodes. It's an insta-kill, and then you beat the game. But that's the only way to kill it. And I don't know how you're supposed to find that out without looking it up, because I never had to use that trick anywhere else in the game.
How would you rate Quake?
Quake, I think, is just a simple 9. It is the pinnacle of first-person shooters because everything since then has been built off of it.